My name is Hayato Suzuki. I'm a 32-year-old office worker. I dropped out of high school due to family reasons, so I worked different jobs before. Thankfully, I'm now working full-time in a small IT company. Working at an IT company might sound cool to many, but the reality is not that easy. Especially for people like me in the low ranks of the company. My work days are filled with typing commands after commands all day.
Hey, Suzuki! What's taking you so long? The bug isn't fixed yet!
The company president who was checking my work was furious. Because you told me I didn't have to.
Don't talk back to me. Just because I told you not to do it doesn't mean you won't fix it. It's common knowledge to do the helpful thing by fixing it. Ugh, you really are a good-for-nothing employee.
He told me not to fix it, so of course I didn't fix it. I bet if I fixed it despite him telling me not to, he'll scold me for doing what he told me. But since he hired me despite my low educational background, because I dropped out of high school, I should be thankful that he gave me a white-collar job. But, well, now that I'm doing this white-collar job, the way he makes us work feels like a blue-collar job. As for the work environment, it's a very dark and toxic one. But despite all that, I have something I look forward to. I'll video chat with Paige online after work.
Hi, Suzuki! How was work today?
Same as always. How about you?
Great! Tanaka was so funny today! He had his guard down because it was online. His upper half was dressed up, but he wore pajama pants. He panicked after realizing it when he stood up. Just remembering it makes me laugh so hard.
About half a year ago, Paige and I met at a certain gathering. We've been close since then. After the online gatherings we have, we always remain and have a chat, just the two of us. Well, she lives in a big city while I live in a small town. I need to ride a plane to meet her in person, so we've never really seen each other in the flesh yet. But with Tanaka's report earlier, I learned a lesson. Everyone is truly amazing. Compared to everyone, I can't do a report properly, and I'm a high school dropout.
There you go again with that. Our educational backgrounds don't define us. No matter what kind of educational background we have, we are all equal.
That's what Paige tells me, but being the only middle school graduate in our group, I feel inferior. Even though Paige graduated from a prestigious university, she re-entered university to help with her work after entering the workforce. She's truly an amazing person. I can't help but feel the disparity. I think Paige is pretty, and I think I like her a little, so all the more.
But Suzuki, you had a tough time at work today, didn't you? You should probably get some rest instead of talking to me all night. You have an early day tomorrow, right?
Yeah, but I feel recharged when I talk to you. Also, while I was talking with the group yesterday, an idea came to mind. Listen, my idea is, I'm very busy every day, but I tried hard to improve myself. One day, a turning point came to me. However, I never thought that the turning point would later on cause me huge trouble.
Great news! Our company finally has a great opportunity!
After talking to somebody on the phone, our president suddenly started dancing around.
I can't believe we're going to do business with Kale Systems. We're finally going to join the ranks of leading IT companies.
I was shocked when I heard the news. We're just a small company, but we have a deal with a top-ranking company? Mrs. Kumahara is the president of Kale Systems. It's a very prestigious company that everyone in the industry knows about. Some say that it's at the same level as the GAFA companies. But I wonder why Kale Systems decided to strike a deal with us, when we were just a small IT company within a small town. I couldn't put my finger as to why that is, but it looks like our president thinks differently.
I knew it! President Kumahara is looking for competent companies in rural areas. Or maybe our company is rumored to be very good in the industry. Or maybe that word spread that I'm a competent manager. What a great surprise!
Our president had his head on the clouds and hairs twirling around. He looked like he was about to grow wings and fly to the sky.
With that said, we'll be flying to the big city for a business meeting with the Kale Systems at their headquarters next week. President Kumahara requested that all the employees attend the meeting. I feel like me alone is enough though. But that's President Kumahara's request, so we'll all go together.
Everyone at the office shouted with joy. Of course, I was very happy too. I was happy that I could go to the big city, but more importantly, I was so excited about this rare opportunity to meet the president of Kale Systems. This is not only a huge chance for the company, but for myself as well. I might be able to apply to my company and Koli Systems the information processing techniques I studied hard to learn. Hope was growing in my heart. However, the president said something that popped that bubble of hope.
By the way, Suzuki, you'll remain here, understood?
What? Why, Mr. President?
Obviously, I can't take a high school dropout with me to Koli Systems. If I tell them that I hired a high school dropout, Koli Systems might underestimate me. This company doesn't need a high school dropout.
I was astonished. Yeah, I didn't graduate high school, but that shouldn't be the reason why I was excluded. My coworkers also thought that it was strange and unreasonable, so they tried to convince the president to take me with them. Though with a sour face, the president finally agreed to me joining them. I could now join them in going to the big city, but I couldn't shake off the whiff of anxiety I had. That night, I told Paige about it. So I'll be going to the big city next week.
Really? Amazing! This is a huge opportunity for you! Suzuki, all the effort you put in were worth it, right?
Yeah, but I'm just in the low level as an employee, so I'll just be there for the attendance. But I'm happy though.
Since you're coming to the big city, we'll finally be able to meet in person! I'm so excited!
Huh? Right. But I'm not sure about the schedule of my work, so I don't know if we'll be able to see each other there though.
Don't worry, I am positive we'll see each other, because the big city is not as big as you think.
What? Really? Is the big city not as big as I thought? It's still bigger than this small town, so I don't think it's easy to meet there. But Paige is living there, and that's what she said, so she's probably right. I'm so happy. Opportunities are finally opening for me at work, and I'll soon meet Paige in person. I was very excited about the day of the meeting with Koli Systems. 1 week later, a week had passed, and the day had finally come for us to go to Koli Systems. We were scheduled to meet with my coworkers and the president at the airport. Mr. President bought plane tickets for everyone. I excitedly changed into my suit and headed to the airport. However, when I got there, no one was there. Maybe I arrived too early? Wait, actually, I arrived at the exact time. Could it be that I was at the wrong part of the airport? So I called Mr. President.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. President. Where is everybody? I'm at the airport, but I don't see anybody.
Where is everyone? We're already in the big city.
I was shocked when I heard that. Wait, what? The big city?
We already arrived because we rode an earlier flight. You're left behind. Too bad for you.
What? But why?
What do you mean, why? What can you contribute if you come here? All you can do is type commands. You're at the bottom rank. If I take a high school dropout with me, I'll only be humiliated. A bottom-ranking employee will only be a hindrance to my success. So I can't take you.
What? I gripped my phone as I tried to stop myself from shaking.
Also, after we sign a deal with Koli Systems, can you resign? We don't need a high school dropout in our company, because we'll be joining the ranks of the top companies. You're low-ranking, so physical labor suits you. Oops! Look at the time. I need to be on my way to Koli Systems now. I'm busy, so I'll end this call now.
With that, Mr. President hung up the call. I was left alone at the airport standing all by myself. All the excitement that I had earlier completely faded away. I didn't do anything bad. I might not have a high academic background, but I work hard every day to improve myself. If I looked down, I felt like I was going to burst into tears. With tears streaming down my cheeks, I ran out of the airport. An hour later, when I arrived at my apartment, I received a call from the president.
Suzuki, where are you right now?
Where? I'm back at my apartment. I headed back home straight from the airport. Why is he calling me? Does he want me to go to the office? I was fed up with him, but the next moment, he said something strange.
Fly here at once, please come here. Mrs. Kumahara, the president of Koli Systems, said that she'll cease business with us if you don't come.
What? According to Mr. President, the moment they arrived at Koli Systems for the business meeting, they were told,
So you're the company president. By the way, who among your employees is Mr. Suzuki?
Suzuki? The low-level employee? I didn't take him here. After all, He's useless in this very important business meeting.
Is that so? Well then, if you won't come, we don't want to do business with your company. Please leave.
What?
When I heard that, my head was filled with question marks. Mrs. Kumahara, the president of Kolikoli Systems, knows me? Why does she know me when I'm a nobody? I've never met her before. I had no idea what was happening. However, Mr. President sounded like he was about to cry.
Just come here now. Take the plane. If there are no flights, swim or run if you have to. Just come here. Hurry up and show up.
While I was contemplating how to respond, I received a notification on my laptop of a video call with Paige. Maybe she thought that I was already in the big city, so she was calling. But this is bad timing. I thought of telling Paige that I'll call back later, so I put the crying president on hold, and I accepted Paige's video call invite. Oh, Paige, I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of something right now, so I'll talk to you later.
I'm so glad you answered my call. Actually, there's someone I want to introduce you to.
Huh? Actually, I'm busy right now. Then, when a familiar face appeared in front of the screen...
Hello, I'm Kumahara. So you're Mr. Suzuki. Nice to meet you.
Wait, what? I was so shocked when I saw who it was. Paige was the one who called me, but why is President Kumahara beside her? What in the world's happening?
Suzuki, you look shocked. I guess it would be better if I explained this from the start.
What's happening?
Actually, I am a Kore Systems employee. When I talked to President Kumahara about you, she told me that she wants to listen to your idea.
What? Wait, I still don't know what's happening. It looks like Mr. President doesn't know what's happening either.
President Kumahara? Is that my low-level employee Suzuki on the line? You know him? That loser high school dropout?
Hearing them from both my phone and laptop was noisy, so I tapped my phone and ended the call with Mr. President. I could see from my laptop that Mrs. Kumahara, Mr. President, and Paige were having a conversation.
How rude of you to say that. Is that how you talk to your employees? You're calling him a loser? Unbelievable. I don't know Mr. Suzuki personally, but Paige, one of my employees, knows him. I heard that they have the same college online class.
Huh? Online college class?
That's right. Ever since I started working at this IT company, I wanted to learn information processing technology comprehensively, so I enrolled in an online college course for working adults.
That's right! That's why Suzuki and I are both college students. In this day and age, we can go to school online, so it's great for us who want to study while working. Mrs. Page told me about the new information processing program that Mr. Suzuki thought of, and since I wanted to use that technology, I called your company so we could discuss it. In other words, what our company needs is Mr. Suzuki's idea, not your company itself. If not for Mr. Suzuki's idea, we won't deal with a small rural company like yours, especially since you're an incompetent company president who would want to do business with you.
After saying that, President Kumahara threw him a sharp look.
What's more is that after doing a lot of research before this meeting with you, is that although your employees have excellent skill sets, but because the company president is incompetent, your sales have not increased. Now that I met you today, I can confirm the rumors were true.
About our business deal.
Just like I said, it will be suspended. Our company does not have plans to do business with you. It is against my principles to do business with a company that insults its employees. Also, what's the problem with a high school dropout? When you say that high school dropouts are losers, did you say that despite being aware that I'm also a high school dropout?
What? No way!
Actually, the fact that President Kumahara of Kolikoli Systems dropped out of high school is on Wikipedia. He didn't even know that. Well, I guess it's no wonder President Kumahara called him incompetent. Then she looked at me from the screen.
Mr. Suzuki, can you hear me?
Yes! I can hear you loud and clear.
Are you willing to change jobs?
Huh?
If you're fine with that, Kore Systems would like to hire you. We would like to utilize the technology in our company, the information processing program that you created. Of course, there will be plenty of challenges to be cleared to actually get it up and running, but with the cooperation of our competent team, how about we realize that idea together?
What? Really?
Of course, yes. By the way, this has nothing to do with your relationship with you and one of our team members, Paige. This is purely business and I am just interested in your idea. That's why we will not get special treatment or any of that sort. We will expect you to study more diligently and work harder. If you're willing to work with us, we will be waiting for you here.
Yes! Of course, yes! Thank you very much! I'll prepare immediately. I then slightly bowed my head towards President Kumahara. That's when Mr. President started shouting angrily,
Suzuki, what are you saying? Have you forgotten how much you're in debt to me for raising you?
Raising me? I don't remember you raising me. All you did was treat me like a loser and called me good for nothing. I'll prove through Kali systems that I'm not a loser. When I said that, he started bowing his head down to the ground.
Please, I beg you, don't quit, Suzuki. I mean, Mr. Suzuki. I'll apologize for everything I said to you. I'll also give you a raise. If you quit, our relationship with Kali systems will be over.
About that relationship, it's already over. Now with that said, it looks like there's no more to discuss, so that will be it for today. President Kumahara's a very busy businesswoman, so she doesn't have time to give attention to an incompetent person like you.
After Mr. President was kicked out of Kali systems and came back to the small town, I gave him my resignation letter. Of course, in order for him to not complain, I wrote down the desired date of retirement after 30 days as stipulated. And all that paid leave that I didn't use, well, I used it up during this time. After I resigned from my job, rumors spread within the industry that my previous company was called hopeless by Kali systems. Because of that, one after another, our colleagues terminated their contracts with us. As for the other employees, they resigned one after another. I heard that only the president and one old lady in the office remained in the company. It won't be long after that company will go bankrupt. I then joined Kali systems.
Suzuki, from now on, we're not only online classmates, but we're co-workers now. I look forward to working with you.
I look forward to working with you too, Paige. I'm expecting a lot of great things happening in my new job, as well as in this new life. I also have another expectation. I'll be very happy if Paige and I will not only be classmates and co-workers, but become even more than that. Because now that I met her in person, she's so pretty.
Thank you for watching! What kind of crazy people will we get to see next? Stay tuned for more!